So in the next couple minutes, I'm not only going to show you how to unlock insane levels of productivity and output by actually leveraging AI in combination with automation, but actually use it in a way where we inject context into these prompts to really get some juice, and not the generic content that you see flooding the internet where you can just tell that has been generated by AI, right? So this is kind of the level of prompt engineering that I'm going to show you how to do, and again, how to inject your prompts with this dynamic context using automations and platforms like Make, where you could have a simple onboarding form that you have your client fill out with a little bit of context, right? Or you fill it out yourself, and that can trigger a series of automations that, in this case here, it even goes out and extracts context from the website. It finds URLs to potentially the about page of that website, if there is one, or like a team page. It's going to go and grab the text of that page as well, and then dynamically feed it inside of these prompts to then generate the actual context that we need to them. That you can, as you can see here, it's going to put in the text from that website and then generate that context that we can then use as inputs for the next prompts, right? Just like in this system, like I mapped out here, where your client can just, or yourself, you trigger the onboarding automation that can already go out and create the folder structures on Google Drive, right? It can set up the client in your project management tool. It can set them up on your communication tool of choice, right? That's where just through this automation here alone, as the client fills it out, all of that has been already created, right? A folder with the right folder structure, subfolders, and then full on even documents, right? Once it's gone out and it's generated the context on the business and context on the ideal target personas, it then goes out and it actually writes the full on ad copy, right? Full on landing page copy in this example here, and then it connects that back to the project management tool, assigning the right team member, dynamically using these prompts here, so you can always go in and update these prompts here, and without having to mess with these automations running in the background, right? So this is some of the insane levels of productivity you could get. So it's not only writing short form ad copy, long form ad copy, using different angles, different copy frameworks, right? Writing the landing page copy, creating short form video scripts, long form video scripts, Twitter threads. The sky's the limit, right? So really, long story short, you want to set up a system where you take not only the context and combine it into the next prompts, and you can do this manually in ChatGPT as well, right? Or you could use tools like Make or Zapier, right? I'm a big fan of Make. It's the better Zapier. You can automate pretty much anything, right? So the tool that we're using here to automate things, you can literally connect up with pretty much any tool or software that chances are you're using, right? I'm building tons and tons of automations for my clients, right? From automated invoicing, project management, client outreach, right? Personalizing outreach at scale. Sky's the limit. You can literally connect this up to pretty much any software you're using, right? Integrating this with tools like Frame.io for automated client feedback on your content, right? You can just create an automated shared link, send it to the client. They leave their comments and it sends it back to your video editor without you even ever having to touch a thing. That's where, if you go out and connect these tools together, you can create a system that not only allows you to literally 10x the output of the content that you're producing, but at the same time also create actually better content. Because you know how it is, if you ask ChatGPT to create me a video script for this or that, right? Create me a short form video script, or create me an ad copy, or whatever content format you're looking at, right? At the end of the day, there's only so many variations of content out there, depending on the platform you're pushing your content out on. And you can use AI to create this content. You can use it to repurpose it, right? You could take your content ideas, turn it into a video, and then you could use that video transcript to then repurpose it into all of these other formats, right? So that's where just one single idea, you can produce it in all of these formats, optimized for each platform by slightly adjusting your prompts. Then also feed these outputs and use data and analysis, looking at what worked, what didn't work, and just repurpose that content and slightly cover it from a different angle, right? Make sure you check out my video on the hook frameworks. That's where you can get creative, then test out these different frameworks, right? And you can use AI to come up with all of these unlimited ideas and variations that you can then cover from different angles, right? I help people with marketing, with sales, with service delivery, with operations, automations, right? So those might be my main topics, and then within each of those I can find subtopics, right? Like direct outreach, right? And I could talk about each of these subtopics here and use AI to then again train it, give it context on my business, on my ideal target persona, on my product or service, right? On this specific topic, I can give it a briefing and then use these structured prompts here in a way where it then generates it in really good, high quality manner, right? So check out my latest YouTube video descriptions. Pretty much most of my content these days, I'm running it through these AI workflows, and you can't tell it's AI generated because it has all of that additional context. And that's pretty much the main thing that I see people completely getting wrong about it. They have no clue what you can actually do, and then they tell me AI spits out generic content, right? But if you're doing it this way that I just shared with you here, you can unlock insane levels of productivity. Like you can literally design entire systems that are all connected together, where each step feeds into the next, and you literally have a complete guided content creation workflow, right? So that's where all of the steps that you typically go through when creating a content strategy of audience research, market research, figuring out the distribution channels, defining the content types, right? So is it a short form video, long form video, the topics, right? What are we talking about? The angles, right? What's the viewpoint that we're covering this from? All of this you can supercharge with AI, right? Like you feed it the idea, you feed it the briefing, and tell it to brainstorm and help you with covering it from all of these different angles, right? Where just one content idea of like, this is how you do cold outreach, I could cover it from so many different angles and viewpoints, and AI can not just make it much faster, cheaper, but also better in a lot of cases, right? Most of you guys watching this are probably not world-class copywriters. I'm quite good at it, but still with these frameworks here, it's just a speed run, right? Then the only thing you got to do is really, again, set your targets, set your goals, plan out the content. AI can help you with most of that, creating, repurposing, and even publishing and distributing, right? You can use these tools like Make, and you can literally connect this up to your social media accounts and actually have it post the final post for you as well, right? So it's not just AI, but it's also just knowing what is possible with automation, right? And trust me when I say this, we are just scratching the surface with what I'm talking about in this video. So yeah, if you can spell, then you can actually connect this up to your Instagram accounts, to your Facebook, to your TikTok, and you can actually use these APIs, right? These software connection points to, again, now get the media from that project management tool, automatically pull that and post it onto your social media account. And if you need help setting up custom systems like the one I just shown you here, then make sure to book a call with me below and join our free community, because if you're not inside, then you are missing out big time. So this is where I'm sharing all of these systems and frameworks and workflows I'm working on right now, and we've got tons of free resources, courses, people even booking their first clients or next clients using just the free methods that I'm sharing here. So don't sleep on this, make sure to request. And if you're interested in having me build some of these custom systems, whether it's for content creation and distribution like I've just shown you, or using these types of systems and automations for marketing, getting clients, getting the attention of your market, your entire sales process from A to Z, really making sure you get the most out of your pipeline, constantly have a new stream of leads coming into your business, and then of course service delivery operations, making sure that things just go smooth and you're not a slave working in your business, but you actually work on your business and have actual systems and leverage that do the work for you, and of course team members as well. But before we get there, right, eliminate, automate, and only then we delegate. So if you're interested in that, book a call with me, check out my other content on my channel, and of course make sure to join the community if you're watching this anywhere outside you're sleeping. So you better click that link, join, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care. Bye bye.